I'm 91 years old and I woke up this morning surprised that I did. That's becoming more common now. Not fear exactly, just a quiet disbelief that there's still another day waiting for me. I'm telling this because I don't have much time left, and because most of my life I thought time was something that kept showing up no matter what I did with it. I was wrong about that. Deeply wrong. These days are slow. My hands don't do what I ask them to. Names drift just out of reach. The house is quieter than I ever imagined it would be. I used to think silence was peaceful. Now I know it depends on what filled the space before. I'm not telling this to be remembered. That part is already decided. I'm telling it because I finally see my life clearly, and there's no use holding it in anymore. When I was younger, I thought I was doing things the right way. I worked hard. I showed up. I paid bills on time. I did what was expected of me, and a little more when I could. Nothing reckless, nothing dramatic, just a steady, sensible life. In my 20s, I was busy building something. I didn't call it ambition back then. It was just responsibility. I had a job that took most of my energy, and I told myself that was temporary. Everything was temporary. Long hours, missed dinners, postponed visits. All of it felt like it had an expiration date. I remember telling people, things will slow down later. I believed that. In my 30s and 40s, life filled up fast. Work, routines, obligations that stacked on top of each other until I stopped noticing the weight. I got used to saying not tonight and maybe next weekend. I wasn't avoiding anyone. I was just busy. That's what I told myself. There were birthdays I missed. Not because I didn't care, but because I thought I'd make the next one. Conversations I rushed through because something else was waiting. Letters I meant to answer properly. Someday felt reliable back then. I don't remember a single moment where I thought, this choice will cost me something important. It never felt like that. It felt reasonable, sensible, like adulthood. The damage didn't arrive all at once. It arrived quietly. A friend stopped calling as often. A relative's voice changed on the phone thinner somehow. Invitations came less frequently than not at all. I noticed, but I didn't panic. I assume things drift and then come back around. They don't always. There's a particular afternoon I think about now. I was supposed to visit someone I loved. I stayed late at work instead, nothing urgent, just unfinished tasks. I told myself I'd go the following week. That week never came. Neither did they. At the time, I didn't collapse from grief. I went on. That's what surprises me now. How easily life absorbs loss when you're busy. How cleanly it fits around it. Clarity didn't come with age the way people like to say. It came with loss. One loss after another, until patterns started to show themselves whether I wanted to see them or not. The turning point wasn't dramatic. It was a hospital room softly lit, machines humming like insects. I was holding a hand that had once held mine. I realized, standing there, that I had assumed we had more time. Not hoped, assumed. That's the word that haunts me. Assumed. I didn't say everything I meant to say. I didn't ask all the questions I carried for years. I thought there would be another chance, another visit where we'd sit longer and talk slower. There wasn't. After that, time changed its shape. It stopped feeling endless and started feeling exact. There are things that cannot be fixed now, not apologized for properly, not revisited. There are people who exist only in memory, and memory is a fragile place to live. Success didn't protect me from that. Being reliable didn't protect me. Being needed didn't protect me. In some ways, it made things worse. It gave me reasons to delay the parts of life that didn't shout for attention. I'm not saying my life was empty. It wasn't. There were good days, warm moments. Laughter I still hear sometimes when the house is quiet enough. I'm grateful for those. Truly. Gratitude and sorrow can sit in the same room. I know that now. If you're listening to this and you're younger, I don't want to tell you what to do. I wouldn't have listened anyway. I just want to tell you what surprised me. Time doesn't announce itself when it's leaving. It doesn't warn you when something ordinary is about to become the last time. The things that matter most often don't feel urgent. They wait patiently while you handle everything else. And if you're not careful, they wait too long. If there's someone you keep meaning to sit with, really sit with, not half listening while your mind is somewhere else, don't assume they'll always be there. That assumption is expensive. I thought I'd be remembered more than I am. Not because I was important, but because I was present. It turns out presence has to be practiced. I practiced other things instead. Now, at 91, my days are counted in a way they never were before. I accept that. There's a strange calm in it. No more rushing. No more pretending there's plenty of time. I have a little time left, not much. Enough to tell the truth at least. If this meant something to you, sit with it for a moment. That's all. I'll be doing the same here, with whatever time I've left.